I needed to get some wheel dollies, and all the Harbor Freights around here were sold out, despite of what their website said. Plus, the Harbor Freight ones seem to get somewhat mixed reviews. And one recommendation I found on YouTube was these Pentagon ones you can get on Amazon. Looks like they were well boxed up, because even though the outer box is damaged, the inner box seems to be in pretty good shape. Okay, so we have wheels, more wheels. Okay, one base plate there, really heavy. I like that. So the whole box, despite not being very big, has a label on it that it weighs 35 kilos, so that's what, 70, 80 pounds. So this is pretty hefty metal here. Okay, more casters. Okay, and the other two. Okay. I did a quick check off camera. The casters appear to be metric, so you need a 19mm spanner. And let's put those together. So each bag of casters has 2 in them by the looks of it. Yeah. So 2 of them are braked, and 2 of them have no brakes. So just trying to put them on in a way that makes sense to me. So put the braked ones on the same side and make sure that I've got them on what will be the outside of each one of them. And then we'll put the car on them. Right, so let's call this one the outside. Okay, nice and tight fit, like that. Okay, so that's one. That's another braked one, so that goes on the back end of this. Oh, and while I put these together, we'll obviously speed this part up, but anyway, I'll leave a link to these in the description, in case you're in the market for these or similar tools. Now, I have no idea if they're any good, right? This is the first one I'm putting together. I'll reserve the verdict until they're under the car. Okay, so that's all 4 assembled. I'll move the camera and the light and take the cover off the roller skate, and then we'll put these underneath the roller skate and see how easy it is to maneuver the car around. Time to put it on the dollies and see how easily it moves around. I have to be a bit careful because I don't really want the tires to touch the bolt heads unless it's absolutely necessary. So putting it down will require some care. Okay, so good news. These are relatively small tires, and I can pretty much get my finger in between the tire and the screw, so no danger of damaging anything. So same thing on the front. Now I've got it on dollies on all four corners, so let's see how hard or easily it moves around. Ideally, should just be able to... Okay. Well, okay. Just make sure that they're all unlocked. So I think that one isn't unlocked. Okay. So not super easy. So it takes more effort to the car to move the car than I thought it would, especially given the weight. Remember, this car only weighs about 1800 pounds as it sits. But I think with a bit of care, I should be able to move it where I want it to. So let's give that a shot. So if I've prepped a bit better, it will be easier to move this around. Okay, it's actually not too bad. In case you're wondering where this is going, I'm trying to put the car across. This is a pole barn, so you can probably see this one center pole. So I can't put three cars side by side, even though the shop's wide enough for that, unless whatever I put here fits right between the pole and roughly where the camera is. So I'm trying to turn this by 90 degrees in the hope that it gives me enough space and then gives me enough space to put another car here. So let's see how well that works. Right, so the big issue so far is space. I can walk around here, I can get to my little workbench, and this is pretty much job done. Well, more or less. I'll try to move it a bit further back. Yeah, so the big issue seems to be moving it back and forward. Sideways is no issue at all. In fact, back and forth is looking like a bit of a problem right now. Okay. Right, so takeaway, you have to make sure that the casters are halfway aligned, because otherwise it's going to be really ugly trying to move things around. I'm back now with the 100-foot tape measure, so let's see how much space we actually gained and what sort of size car I can get in here. Okay, after measuring this, and this is a big if, because I'm probably not going to do that, but if I were willing to push this, use the maximum available space, I can get a car in here that's 17 feet long. Metric is going to be somewhere around here, but anyway, so we have 17 feet, that's the absolute maximum. This is really almost the vehicles touching each other. I don't want anything that long for obvious reasons, because I need to be able to walk around them. But either way, I got more space out of it than I thought I would get. Yeah, so it looks like 16 feet is basically where I want to be maximum. So now comes the interesting question, what sort of vehicle I can find for track use that's 16 feet long or shorter, fits in here so I can still work on all of the other vehicles. I have some ideas, but I still have to check, so we'll see what I can find, but in the meantime, the cars are safely tucked away. As mentioned, I'll leave the link to the dollies in the description for the video. I think they're okay for the money, let's put it that way. They roll okay on the surface, which is always a little bit dirty, and I think it's one of those, if I lubricate them a bit more, it's probably going to work out better. But so far, I'm pretty happy with both the purchase and the fact that it worked like I hoped it would. So thank you very much. If you like what you see, please subscribe, please leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully within a few weeks.